What's up, wrestling fans, and welcome to the Atomic Drop Podcast. I'm your host, the Bat Fry, Kenny Fry. We got our other host, the Lover Boy, the Professor of Professional Wrestling, Eddie, and also the Showstopper, the Heartbreak Kid himself, Cowboy Dave Yarnell. What's up, fellas?
Hey,
Good.
What's up, guys? Eddie, how are you?
I'm doing good. How about yourself, Ken?
Good, man. Good. Bringing in the yeet there. I heard you. Dave, what's up, buddy?
Let me talk to you. What's going on, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a couple comments here real quick before we jump into it too far. Adam Glenn says, "What's up? What's up?" There we go. A little bit of our truth in there. What's up, Adam? Eileen says, "Damn, Eddie really has turned into a ladies' man, the Lover Boy."
What?
Zoe, what's up, Zoe? Thank you for checking the show out. Thank you for commenting. She says, "Eddie, please stop talking about The Rock all the time. We know that you love him." Yeah, Eddie is a huge fan of The Rock. He loves The Rock, just like he loves LeBron James. Eileen says, Eddie has a ladies' man shirt on, too. Yeah, look at that. Looking smooth. I think he even shaved this week. Looking good, Eddie. Eileen says, Dave is trying to take us on a roller coaster. Yeah, Dave is.
Yeah, my phone is doing crazy things tonight, guys. Sorry, I can't figure it out. I'm trying, but bear with me.
You're good, but your head's a little bit smaller than mine and Eddie's.
I know. I don't know what's going on tonight. My phone's not working. I don't know what's going on.
We got Shawnee Boy checking us out. What's up, Sean? Says Cavalier, whatever the hell that means. All right, guys, let's kick it off here. A little bit of Monday Night Raw talk, amongst other things. And so Monday Night Raw, not a bad show overall. There's some really big things came out of Monday Night Raw. We had, of course, the Gauntlet match. We had Becky versus Liv, which was a fantastic match, I thought. We had Cody being interviewed by Michael Cole. Shayna and Zoe tag team championship match against the Kabuki Warriors. That was okay. A big announcement from the general managers from SmackDown and Raw announcing that there's going to be a tag team six-pack challenge ladder match for the tag team belts at WrestleMania. We had Truth versus Priest. We had Jay challenge Jimmy. A whole lot of crap went down on Monday night. That's what they do for 3 hours, I guess.
And we had a big upset Monday night too, which is very surprising.
Oh yeah. If you're thinking what I'm thinking, I agree. Eddie,
yes,
talking about that. But let's kick it off. Becky versus Liv. Fantastic match. Absolutely fantastic match. I don't know how long they went. It felt like 20 plus minutes. There's a couple segments, they went to break a couple times, which is fantastic for the women, and they were working their asses off, man. I thought they were fantastic. Dave, what do you think? What do you think?
I thought it was a great match. I got to be honest, it was a really good match. Liv gave her all she got. We kind of knew Becky was going to come out on top, which she did, which is fine. We understand that. But I'll tell you, Liv is just awesome. Becky's doing phenomenal. It's great wrestling. Girls wrestling, WWE is doing really well. The match itself was great. I enjoyed it. I really did. Don't get me wrong. Becky's a little over herself right now. I think she's going to take it from Rhea at WrestleMania, but time will tell with that. But I got to give Liv credit. Liv came in there, gave her a great match.
Absolutely.
Can't argue that.
Eddie?
Outstanding match. Becky looked like Becky, and Liv looked really good too. So I'm glad that they let Liv have her shine in that match.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Liv was ball of fire. Absolutely, Liv. I think even though Becky won the match, I feel like Liv still came out on top in this match. Absolutely, because you weren't sure her being away for as long as she has. She's been in a couple of matches already. Against Nia and stuff like that. She's been a couple things, but you don't know what she like. Where she's at yet? Is she in wrestling shape? Can she still perform terrific spots and stuff like that? And I'll tell you what, she did a hell of a job working some terrific spots there. That power bomb off the side of the ring there was fantastic. She hit Becky on. I thought that was awesome. But you knew she like Dave said, you knew she wasn't going to win. You knew Becky was going to get the win. Especially going into WrestleMania. But I tell you what, man, for me in my eyes. Even though Liv didn't win the match, she still won in that match.
I got to be honest. I didn't like the end. I didn't like the ending. It was a rock bottom to Liv. Kind of weak to me for an ending part because the way the match was going, it was going strong. But to me, a rock bottom could have it could have been a better ending. But I mean, kudos to Becky. You kind of knew she was going to win the match. She's gearing up, but she's gearing up to WrestleMania to fight Rhea. We understand all that. But why is Becky taking these matches week to week to wear herself out before Mania even starts? I don't understand that. You guys tell me. I don't get it.
You know what? It's almost like the same angle that Drew's playing off on Seth, right? You know, the whole family has an issue just sitting on their asses and getting ready for a title match at WrestleMania, the biggest show of the year. You know, Seth and Becky both want to be out there getting their asses, kicked, even though they're winning. You know, not so much Seth anymore, but Seth wants to wrestle the night before his big match against Drew, and they just can't sit their asses at home and get prepared for their match. They got to be out there risking life and limb. But yeah, I don't know why she does it. To prove something. Eddie, what do you think?
I think just to prove something.
I mean, it's like taking a match against Liv. She challenged Nia Jax to a last woman standing match next week. Are you shitting me? I
said, it's like week after week she's taking these matches. I mean, she's gonna wear herself out before Mania even starts.
Oh, it's insane. When she said that she was taking on Nia next week, I think she said next week. Last woman standing is like, what in the hell is that?
What are you doing?
Like, how are they going to get her down? I mean, besides getting her on a treadmill to keep her down, I don't know. Mm-hmm. Adam Glenn says, I'm a day one Rock fan. Here's Eddie's boy John. Probably saying there's a Jigfoot. There he goes. Is Eddie wearing a 1990s Jigfoot shirt?
No, I mean, I love Rock too. Don't get me wrong. I love The Rock. I will always love The Rock. He's one of my favorites. But the thing is about Rock, man, he's just, I don't know. It's just, what kind of Rock are we getting? I mean, is this 1998 Rock? Is this 2000? I don't know. I mean, you guys tell me because I'm lost. I'm lost on it.
This is a tag team match, so that tells you what kind of Rock you're going to get.
Right.
He's not going to be super in wrestling shape. He's what is he, 50 plus years old? Somewhere around that area anyway. So he's not going to be, what I mean, out there, in the ring a whole lot. And if he is, it's going to be a whole lot of, like slow moving or like I don't know. I guess there's rules in this match, so it's not like they can hit each other with chairs. Like it's not a no holds barred type of match. Right. But it's not going to be anything technical. It's going to be a brawl type thing. You'll get punches, the spit in the hand punch, the people's elbow, stuff like that. You're not going to get anything crazy from The Rock. I don't think so anyway. I
mean, Rock can't go more than 20 minutes anyway. So
no. Well, that's what I mean. Tag team match. He doesn't have to be in there the whole time.
Right.
To me, this Rock is a mix between a corporate Rock and the Hollywood Rock.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I said last week about him, filling the role of Vince McMahon, Mr. McMahon, that you'd seen back during the Attitude Era. Keeping, either was keeping Stone Cold down or at one point keeping The Rock down, and like that. So he's kind of taking that role, and Cody's taking that role of Stone Cold or The Rock. Fighting the system, fighting the man, fighting the boss, and it works. It's proven to work in the past. So why would it not work now? And the way The Rock is playing that character as the I'm the boss, you're the peon, sit your ass down and do your job kind of guy. He's doing it to a T, man. He's pissing people off. And a lot of people are loving it too. So I love it. I think it's fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, true. You're not. I think you're with the crowd. I mean, the crowd seems to like it too because what we saw Friday night was really good. But anyway, back to Becky and Liv. Great match. They set it up perfectly. But I think Becky's taking a little bit more out she can chew because WrestleMania is coming around the corner. I just don't see where. I don't want to see her get worn out before this match even starts. That's just me.
Especially on who is she. Especially on who she's going to be facing in the last woman, man.
Say it, Eddie. Say it. You want to say it? Say it.
She's facing that clumsy refrigerator.
She's facing the refrigerator.
The clumsy refrigerator. Okay.
Clumsy refrigerator. Paul Spencer says, "What's that?"
Mr. Pittsburgh man himself.
Insane's checking us out. Thanks for checking the show out. Thank you for commenting. He says, "Sup, Eddie, my favorite Eagles fan." There you go. Eddie said, "I thought he's a Cowboy fan. I didn't know you were an Eagles fan, Eddie." There you go. Green there, buddy. Wearing that Kelly Green all the time. Good for you, Eddie.
No, the only good Eagle is the band, the Eagles.
We have Sean checking. He says that sneeze was not funny. I had a sneeze, Sean. I'm sorry. I took the headphones off, pulled the microphone away. There was nothing holding that one in, buddy. Linda Duarte checking the show. Thank you for commenting. She says, "Hello, everyone.
What's up, Linda? What's up, girl? I know. Shoosh, Dave. I get it.
Shoosh." Paul says, special guest Friday, March 29th, 9 p.m., daughter of WWE legend Sergeant Slaughter, Kelly Slaughter. She will be joining us Friday, 9 p.m., March 29th, and that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, looking forward to it. I don't think I've ever talked to a daughter of a professional wrestler before, so it should be fun. Good time.
I barely ever talked to a professional wrestler before.
That too. It's been a long time since I've seen one. I can tell you that.
2 words with a honky tonk man back in the 1990s, and that's all.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, yeah. I met the great one in '98 in St. Louis, so
yeah. And ever since then, he's been your number one, favorite wrestler. And
no, I can't say that. He's not my favorite. I love him, but he's not my favorite. Everybody knows who my favorite is, but it's fine.
Sean says, Eddie, I thought that's a referee shirt, and Sean digs it. And also a couple more comments here before we continue with that Raw. Says the Rock is mixing his 90s with his 2000s image to give you both of them at once. Yeah, I agree. Like especially like with the get up, you know what I mean, and the type of promos that he is cutting, you are getting a decent mix of the 90s and 2000s Rock. Like Eddie said, Hollywood Rock, corporate Rock, all kind of mixed together. So yeah, it's working. It's working well.
I kind of like it. It's the crowd kind of doesn't. They like him, but they don't like him. It's kind of a mixture. I'm into that. Kind of cool.
And like he was in Memphis. That's his home, one of his homes.
I'm trying to turn my phone around, Mr. Man, but I can't. It's not working. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why.
And so we're having some technical difficulties with
We're having technical difficulties with the phone, bro. Believe me, I know this. I can't figure it out. Once I do, I'll let you know.
So like I told Dave before, but it's hard to show on here. But my phone, it just did it the other day where I'd flip the phone and it wouldn't work. And in my options, I just pull the screen down. It says portrait. I touched portrait or portrait lock, and it went to auto rotate. Like, why the hell was it even off? But
yeah, I don't know.
It's hard to explain, but
I'll figure it out after the show. Trust me. I'm aware of the situation. Thank you.
It's frustrating, is what it is. Sean says, "Oh yeah, Hollywood Rock made that song. Wrestler Rock couldn't never sing like that. He was still nervous. I can tell his voice of telling his voice of America." I don't know if The Rock was nervous, but he definitely did not have that smooth voice. I know when he sang to Vicky Guerrero years ago, that was a smooth voice. That was a fantastic.
That was the best. I'm sorry, that was great.
Biatch, you look horrible
tonight.
Or how about when he first was Hollywood Rock, when he sang that song about Kansas City?
Well, Kansas City deserves it.
No, the Rock concerts I do like. I enjoy that. I really do. That's good stuff.
They're very entertaining.
That's good stuff. Yes.
Eddie's 100% an Eagles fan. Howdy, y'all, from Fantasy Football Girl. Hey, thank you for checking the show out. Thank you for coming.
I loved it when he went to Vicky. He goes, "Don't go anywhere, Vicky, yet. I'm not done."
I'll take a hoe, but not the expensive kind. That was funny.
Not the expensive, right? Exactly. That was great. Classic.
Linda, she's not in the mood to shush Dave today. Sinus infection. Hope you feel well, Linda.
I'm honored.
All right, we got a couple more here before we get back to Raw. I don't want to fall behind too far with these comments, then it doesn't make sense. How awesome is Miss Slaughter? Yep, Sergeant Slaughter's daughter will be on.
Yeah, like I said, looking forward to it. Should be fun.
And you know what? That's something we'll talk about a little bit later on. Fantasy Football Girl. She says Bianca should have been booked for Friday with it being in Tennessee. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a little bit because I was kind of curious as to what would happen at the end there, and we didn't get what I thought we would get. Adam Glenn, if you're not an Eagles fan, I have 2 words for you. Go boys! Is that what you're saying?
Go boys! There you go.
Go boys!
Eileen says we love you anyway, Dave. Now, no matter how you show up on screen. There you go, Dave. How about that?
Eileen, I appreciate it. I don't know. I'm having phone issues. I don't know what's going on. I can't figure it out.
Fantasy Football Girl has a lot of questions for Bianca. Last comment here, or no, for Sergeant Slaughter's daughter. I'm sorry, for Sergeant Slaughter's daughter. And Sean Lazarchik, last comment here before we continue, says, I agree, Cowboy. The Rocks, that's you, Dave. The Rocks fans and audience, old school cheers, young school confused because they only know his person from movies. Yeah, you know what? That's not a bad point, Sean. I know we're not at SmackDown yet, but Adam said suck it. Yeah, that's not a bad point. You know, a lot of that, the audience, younger audience, knows Rock from. I mean, on the ground there is YouTube and Peacock and all that stuff. You can look it up, but a lot of them know Rock from movies. You know, they know movie Rock. They know Cheerful. They know Disney Rock. Where us, from the Attitude Era and beyond, we know what the Rock can be. We know he's funny Rock. He's fan friendly Rock. He's very very dastardly type Rock. The way he beat the hell out of Mick Foley. That was for the belt.
That match was amazing.
Handcuffed, and he just beat the crap out of him with that chair. That's unbelievable.
Was that the I Quit match where we said, tell him I quit? Was that the I Quit match? Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah,
they did a recording of Mick Foley so Mick he didn't say that was not Mick. That was saying it was a recording of him because
yes.
I don't think a lot of people remember the not so friendly to Stephanie Rock. That was my favorite version of Rock.
Eileen's saying hello to Fantasy Football Girl, and she's saying hello to Eileen as well. All right, so back to Raw.
But my name is Billy. It doesn't matter what your name is.
So I used to do that at my old job. I used to do that all the time. I mean, this one guy, we'd ask each other questions, and he'd go to answer. It doesn't matter what you think. It's beautiful.
Or when The Rock said to Booker T, Shane McMahon, the silver spoon sucker, and Booker T, the
punk spoon motherfucker.
He called Shane the silver spoon mother.
Yeah, well, they're supposed to cut off before he got to the F part, but
they didn't.
So we had the gauntlet match, guys. We had the gauntlet match to see who was going to face Gunther at WrestleMania for the IC title. And I'll tell you what, I was not disappointed in the gauntlet match. Sometimes they can be kind of wonky. We've seen tag team gauntlet matches, we've seen singles competition gauntlet matches. Sometimes they get a little bit wonky, but I think each match of that gauntlet match I thought was fairly decent. Some were shorter than others, but I thought each one, told a decent story and really gave, they really moved into the next one well. You know what I mean? Like there was no clunkiness to it. They all moved in well in with each other. So it started off with the Ricochet and JD McDonough. Ricochet was able to defeat JD. JD had a hell of a match, actually.
He did.
Really worked. One of the things I really like is old school type wrestling is he found a body part and he worked on it. He was working on Ricochet's ribs pretty well. That's that's an old school type of thing right there. So you go from JD, Ricochet beats JD. Then it's Ricochet. Bronson Reed comes out. Bronson Reed makes fairly quick work out of Ricochet. They went back and forth a little bit, but the Ricochet was pretty done. That what does he call it? The splash off the top rope. The
Big Bronson Reed.
what does he call it, Eddie?
The Tatsumi.
The tsunami. That's what it is.
Tsunami. Yes.
Yeah, and so Bronson Reed defeats Ricochet. Then you had Sammy come out, and Sammy defeats Bronson Reed, which was a little bit of an upset, I thought. A little bit, I'm like, okay. And then the very last match, you had Chad Gable came out, which I was surprised Chad Gable was the final competitor. I thought it would have went more Chad Gable, one of the first two, and then like Sammy somewhere in the middle, and then maybe Bronson Reed at the end. But Chad Gable was the final. It was Sammy versus Chad Gable. Chad Gable comes out here. They said this is his first mistake. And I'm telling you what, guys, I'm a father. Dave, I know you're a father. Eddie, I don't know what you got going on, if you have kids or not. But if somebody makes my daughter cry, all right, I'm not walking down to the ring and telling them to get up or helping them up or waiting for them to get up. As soon as Chad Gable got his ass in that ring, he should have went over, beat the snot out of Sammy, and then pinned his ass. No, he stood there waiting, yelling, get up. I'm not winning like this. I want to go to WrestleMania, but not like this. Chad Gable, get your thumb out of your ass. Your daughter was crying. Gunther made her cry, and now you look like an idiot. Now you're not going anywhere because Sammy beat your ass. That's what I think about that. Chad Gable, you're full of crap.
So calling it a fair match to you doesn't matter, is what you're saying.
Absolutely not. It's about the win. It's about going to WrestleMania, right? They point to the sign. They point to the sign all the time. We want to go to WrestleMania. That's the prize. He wants revenge for his daughter crying because it means more. It didn't mean enough, apparently, Dave.
I hear you, big man. I understand that, but I do. But I like what Chad Gable did. I'm okay with that. He got him back up. Let's get this started. Let's do a fair match 1-on-1. That's what they did. And for the most part, Chad Gable had him beat. I mean, how many ankle locks can he do in a match? My God, the whole match was ankle lock here, ankle lock there, and Sami just kept getting out of it. I know people don't like the ending. I'm happy for Sami Zayn. I think he deserves it because he was on a roll. He won like 2 weeks in a row. Decided to make it 3, and you can't have a WrestleMania without Sami Zayn. Let's face it. Let's go, guys.
Eddie, thoughts?
I think the ending. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a triple threat match with the way the ending was. His shoulders were up.
So what Eddie's talking about, when Sammy rolled up Chad Gable having the ankle lock, Sammy rolled him up. Chad Gable technically wasn't on his shoulders. He was on the back of his neck, the back of his head. The back of his shoulders were not down. Now, the top of his shoulders were touching the mat. Whether that counts or not, I'm not sure. I'm not a referee, but his whole back was up. So that means the back of his shoulders were not touching the mat. So technically, from years of wrestling that I've seen, maybe technically he can come back and say, I was not pinned. So Eddie, I was thinking it might be a triple threat match anyway, but Eddie might have something there. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that, Dave?
I don't like the fact it's a triple threat match. Because you already have one already set up for WrestleMania. Why do you have 2? It doesn't make sense.
Now, and that was the only pause that I had, Dave. Was there's already one triple threat match set up. I don't know if you can do 2. Now there is 2 nights of WrestleMania.
Right.
So I'd like to do 1 and 1, but I still think that's too much. That's the only thing that gave me pause. But there was already 1.
Right, you already won. Why would you have 2? It doesn't make sense. Sami Zayn won the match. I think they're going a different direction with this, Eddie, and I don't think you're seeing it. I kind of see something different than you guys. I'm not going to say it. I'm going to save it for later. But if they do what I think they're going to do, it's going to be interesting. I'm telling you now.
Why would you hold out till later?
Well, if you want me to hold, I can do it now if you want.
Well, I would like it now, but I mean, if you're not ready to say it, I don't know why.
Well, we're a few weeks to WrestleMania. I kind of wanted to wait and give people, a pause. Like let them want more. You know what I'm saying? Because what I see, I can see them doing this, and it's really going to happen. I think it could happen. I'm not saying it's going to, but it possibly could.
And what I might be thinking the same thing that you're thinking, but I'm thinking in a different triple threat match that something could happen. But anyway, we'll get to that one later on. So real quick here, I got a couple comments. I'm falling behind again. Let me see here. There we go. Sean says Rock gave Stephanie the boulder. Fantasy Football Girl says, I remember when The Rock was a heel. There you go. I mean, so and that's what there's some over the years that when Rock was going hot in the WWEF, whatever. Good guy, heel, babyface, heel, all that good stuff. Bo Smith, what's up, Bo? Thank you for checking the show.
Oh, thanks, Bo.
He says Eddie has like 20 kids out there, Ken. I'm not sure whether he claims any of them. I do know that he named all of his sons LeBron, like George Foreman named all of his sons George. Damn you, Eddie. LeBron's out there running around.
Bo, there's Rock has a saying, boot to asses.
Zoe says DC in the house. And we also have
real quick before you get to the next comment, big man. Let's go back to the Rock. Go back to the Rock real quick. If you guys remember when he sang "Happy Birthday" to Stephanie? That was classic. Just bringing it up. Had to bring it up. Sorry, guys. It's a Rock thing,
He's been very clever over the years with his words.
Happy birthday to you.
Which is what makes him one of the greats, is just the promos alone sometimes.
And Eddie, I know you've seen that one before. Don't tell me you haven't, because you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do. That's
I
why
had to bring it up, guys. Sorry.
that's why I brought up that he had his time period of not so friendly to Stephanie time period.
Right. Yep.
Sean says, I think The Rock and Rhodes tag team match is going to be interrupted by an older or younger family members reinvention. Maybe intervention. He means intervention. Probably intervention.
Actually, real quick, I'll put a clue out for you guys for that. I was talking about earlier with the triple threat match that we thought was going to happen. I don't think it's going to be a triple threat match, but there is somebody that was is back in WWE, and I think that's the guy. We're going to see what I think that's what's going to happen. They brought him back, so we'll see what happens from there. I'll just leave it at that.
All right. Now you have me thinking. I know that. Zoe says, Eddie looks hot tonight. Show us some cleavage, Eddie. Eddie, keep your titties in there, buddy.
Whoa!
Tell us, Dave. David gave us a clue. Eileen gave us a clue. AJ Claire checking in. Thank you for checking the show out. Thank you for commenting. And there we go. She's the first one to bring it up. Guys, happy 316 day.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hey, if you look at my Facebook this morning, I did put it on there. So there you go.
Well, and I'll tell you what, real quick. So last year on 316 day, I was doing the Bat Cave. And so I put up a special clip. You know, I ran his promo, and it got taken down. The whole episode got taken down by WWE. And like, oh, that's bullshit. I said I took it off YouTube. It's not like it's, you know, I didn't go on their website and take it off of there.
Right.
You know, you thump your Bible, your Psalms, your John 3:16. Austin 3:16 says, "I just whipped your ass." It's beautiful. I was watching it again this morning. It's a beautiful promo.
There's another special guest that could be at WrestleMania right now that we're talking about. You never know; he might show up.
Well, and that's something we talked about last week too, Dave. I brought that up. I said, could Stone Cold? Like I could see it. I could see Stone Cold. You know, like the night one, you have The Rock and Roman defeat Cody and his boy Toy Seth, and they go to Bloodline Rules on night 2, and so it's just complete chaos in the ring. Bloodline guys just stomping the shit out of Cody and whoever else comes out to help him. So you know somebody's gonna come out to help him. And all of a sudden the glass shatters, the Rock turns around, jaw drops. He comes out there, you know, probably with chair, just like we've seen in the old clips, you know, knocks out, you know, half the Bloodline with the chair, stuns the Rock in the middle, and, you know, stuns Roman Reigns. Cody crawls over all bloody. So I think they're going to get color in this match, and pins Roman Reigns 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring, and Stone Cold walks away with the double birds in the air. I mean, it writes itself.
But we don't. It's so funny you say that because sorry, Ed, my fault. It's so funny you say that because we know the history, I say, between Stone Cold and The Rock.
Oh, absolutely. And that's what makes it really interesting.
Yes.
Sheriff Stone Cold.
Yeah. When he sang to Vicky Guerrero, that was hilarious.
Stone Cold and The Rock have a history kind of like Triple H and The Rock. Kind of a similar thing there.
Well, and the only thing with the Triple H thing is his heart. Like, so what can he do? It's a
shame. Triple H can't do anything. No,
because I thought we would have seen more of Triple H recently. I thought we would have seen more of him, especially with The Rock saying he's, your boss, I'm your boss, I'm making that title go away. Because Triple H came out and said, you're nobody's boss. You have no say here. He said that before. Like, why has he not come out since then?
Right. But go back to a promo a long time ago when Triple H and The Rock were in backstage with Stephanie, and they said, "I'll take you to we'll go any WrestleMania, this WrestleMania, that WrestleMania, that was," and these two are, they're looking at each other, and then all of a sudden Rock says, "I'm hungry, let's go get something to eat," and Triple H, Rock says, "You pay the bill." Triple H goes, "Cheapskate." I might have messed it up a little bit, but it was a great promo. It was great.
We got the gist of it. What? Go ahead, Eddie.
I'm just waiting for Nick Khan to show up on a Raw or SmackDown. What is it? They say, you're forgetting that you're just part of the board of directors. There's many. You're on the bottom of the board of directors, Rock.
Hey, he's still your boss. He's still there though. He can't.
Still on the board. It still makes him above.
That's right. It doesn't matter where he is. That's right.
Bo, he wrestled. I think it was it 3 WrestleManias ago. He wrestled Kevin Owens in what the hell they call that?
Street fight.
Street fight. Yeah, it was a street fight.
Street fight. Yeah. Okay.
So he did wrestle. It was fairly recent. I don't know how long ago that was. 2 or 3 years ago. I think it was 2021.
I want to say 2 years ago, maybe. 2022. So yeah. So it wasn't that far off, but it had to be one of those matches where
It's a gimmick match where it's no holds barred. It's anything goes. No rules. That's what it has to be. It can't be just a knock them down, drag them out wrestling match in the middle of the ring. It won't happen.
Yeah.
Stone Cold's up there in age as well.
Well,
And go ahead.
But it's so funny. I just saw Stone Cold. He was working out not too long ago. He looked pretty good too. So I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Stone Cold's matches were street fights, basically, anyways.
Yeah.
This is true.
Here's an interesting thing that I thought about the other day, but I think he's under contract. How about Dustin Rhodes showing up? Old Gold Dust. He's under contract at AEW, right?
I don't know if he is or not, to be honest with you. And if anybody would know that, Eileen would know that better than he would.
He hasn't been on. He hasn't wrestled. He hasn't been on TV in quite a while. So,
but I know Dustin has his own school of wrestling, and I know he's teaching. He's doing things out there. Like he's been working with up and coming people from. I don't know exactly where where he's at, but I know he has his own wrestling school, and so maybe that's taking up a lot of his time. I don't know, but we'll see.
And yeah, so that's really interesting. I could have. Again, I'm not 100% sure, but that was my first thought was maybe we get an appearance from Dustin, Gold Dust or whatever, if he just wants to come out as Dustin as an angry brother or whatever. And but I'm like, oh, he's probably under contract with AEW, and if he's under contract with AEW, it won't happen. But like we seen at the Royal Rumble, we had somebody from TNA, that lady, I can't think of her name right now.
Jordan Grace.
Yes, Jordan Grace. She was in the Royal Rumble, and you never thought you'd see somebody from another promotion in a Royal Rumble or at a WWE event wrestling. But we got that. But if Dustin is not part of AEW, maybe there's a chance we do see him. I don't know. It's going to be interesting.
It would be great to see Dustin Rhodes come back, because I don't care if he's Dustin, Gold Dust, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah.
It's always a pleasure to see Dustin Rhodes, because he is a legend. He is a legend in WWE, and he's been there a long time. So, and the respect word's got to be there for Dustin, because I'm a Dustin fan.
Eileen says it was last time it was in Dallas. Yeah, I think that's where Stone Cold fought KO was in Dallas. I think it was. It was in Texas, definitely.
No. That's not. No, they were in Texas. That's when it was Stone Cold, Mick Foley, and Shawn came out at the same time. That's what they all came out.
Oh, and that's New Day. That was with the New Day, right?
Right. Correct.
But I think wasn't the KO thing still in Texas also?
Yeah, in Dallas.
Okay, maybe it was. I didn't think it was.
It was at the Cowboy Stadium.
Okay,
maybe it was. Okay.
He ended up giving a stunner to Pat McAfee. I do remember that. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hang on here. He was under contract. He was under contract. I believe he is. So that's
okay. Gotcha.
Dustin, but we'll have to look into that more. That's kind of.
I'm not. He could be. I don't know.
We got guys. Pay attention here. We got the man with 3 H's commenting. If you know what I mean, 3 H's. As in triple H's.
I got you.
Says time to play the game, gentlemen. Are you ready?
I love it. That's great.
He also says, I booked a show now, guys. I can make anything happen. There we go. The man with 3 H's, thank you for checking our show out. And thank you for commenting.
The man with 3 H's, he's not the same Triple H that we all know and love back in the day, though, because he's corporate. He's Triple H, running the show himself. He's not the DX Triple H that we all know and love. I'll tell you that right now.
Are you saying the man with 3 H's can't go anymore? Are you saying he can't take off that?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying he's not the same Triple H that we all know and love, because he's just not. He's not that guy anymore.
Okay, I don't know. The man with 3 H's. I don't know. The showstopper might be calling you out. Guys who have a DX feud here.
Hey, we've seen that back in the night. We know what that's about. We've seen that too many times.
So real quick, back to Raw. We go really veering off here, which is great. It's fantastic. The comments.
Raw was really good this week. I enjoyed it.
But the upset, Dave. The upset was
Sammy
over Chad Gable, right?
Absolutely. It really was. I don't think anybody saw it coming, because everybody thought Chad Gable was the guy to take Gunther on at WrestleMania, which it should have been. But I did kind of call it. I said Sammy was going to win the match. And the only reason I said that was because he was on a roll week after week. He won first week. He won the second week. And it was like, okay, maybe Sammy's got something going here. And like I said, you can't have WrestleMania without Sami Zayn.
So when Chad Gable lumbers his goofy ass home, His daughter is standing there in her little nightgown, holding her little teddy bear, looking up at him. Daddy, did you beat that man so you can get that title and make me happy again? He has to stand there and look his daughter in the face with tears welling up in her eyes and say, no, dear, I did not. And they'll start streaming again. But Daddy, you're a loser. That's what's gonna happen. Why did he not? Why did he have to wait? Just attack. I don't like it. Bit him in the ass, Dave. It bit him
It
in
did.
the ass.
It really did. I agree. I totally agree with that.
And
But let's go back last year though. Sami Zayn was the main eventer at WrestleMania last year with him and Kevin Owens when they won tag team titles. So coming this year, putting Sami Zayn in an Intercontinental Championship only makes sense.
what and did Sammy face Gunther yet for the title? I think this is a fresh match, right?
They,
Go ahead, Ed.
They have faced each other in the past, but not when Gunther had the IC belt.
So this is basically a fresh match, though. So
Yeah.
so that's something good. You know, we're not going to get the Chad Gable versus Gunther. I think it's a three-peat or double, whatever you want to call it. That they face each other so many different times. But I think once for the IC title. But anyway, so it's a fresh match. It's something different, which is good. So that's
With
good.
that, but the match was great. It was a great main event. Don't get me wrong. I mean, how many? Like I said, ankle lock after ankle lock for Gable. He took him to the limit, and Sammy took a beating in that match. I mean, after getting squashed by Bronson Reed. I mean, my God, my man he took a shot. He really did. But I give Sammy credit. I mean, he went through that gauntlet, got it done.
Yeah, he did. It was after getting tsunamied by Bronson Reed after he beat Bronson Reed, and they going in there and beat Nakamura. I forgot to put Nakamura down, but he also beat Nakamura. So I mean that's 3 matches in a row like that. That's tough, man.
Like I said, and a tsunami splash off the top from Bronson Reed. Come on, that's gotta hurt.
It has to hurt. I don't care like what you say. It's not real, it's fake, whatever. That has to hurt. That's
no doubt.
If it doesn't. The man with 3 H's says, my reply, the pen is mightier than the sword. I don't need to get in the ring. I just booked wins and losses on paper, and it comes to reality. He's right. He's right. The man is right.
I'm not arguing that.
Sean says Triple H is a triple whammy. Personally, I would have loved to see a ladder match for the IC title, and that would have been phenomenal.
See, that was my take too. That's what I wanted to see. I really did.
WrestleMania 40, why not recreate one of the greatest WrestleMania matches ever, right?
WrestleMania 10.
Yeah, It's like, why not recreate that with multiple guys?
Mm-hmm.
And let it be, because WrestleMania 10 was Razor Ramon and Shawn, right?
That is correct.
For the IC title. So why not WrestleMania 10 to WrestleMania 40, 30 years later, we got this, and it'd be multiple combatants. I thought it would have been cool if it's multiple combatants, but why not, right? Why not?
I totally agree. I'm so with you on that. Totally. But it would have been a great match, but I don't know. Maybe they just didn't want to do it this year because I guess Money in the Bank's soon coming up, so I guess that's pretty much why they're not doing it. I don't know.
I don't know. It would have been cool to see though. Either way, it would have been cool.
I think I saw Money in the Bank in Canada this year. Did I see that right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think.
I thought I read that. Okay.
Sean says it was great when Triple H stuck up for Stone Cold when a crazed fan attacked Stone Cold. That was many.
I remember that. I do. Yes.
Triple H was the heel. Stone Cold was the baby face. So Triple H beat the snot out of the fan. The man with 3 H's says, "Who do you think will host WrestleMania 40?" I don't know. That's a great question.
That is a good question. I don't know. Ed, who do you think?
I'm just thinking. Maybe Paul Heyman, since Philadelphia is ECW town.
But as a host, I don't see that.
I don't think as a host. Paul Heyman's got too much going on. Hall of Fame. I don't think that's. Yeah,
you have to think of somebody that's not going to wrestle, that is still relevant in fans' minds, whether it's a wrestler or entertainer. But I don't know. I don't know. That's a great question.
It is a great question. I
haven't heard anything. Pat McAfee, maybe? I don't know.
Nah, I think so.
Who besides Charlotte? Who else is out with an injury that won't be at mess? Maybe somebody that.
I'm not seeing Charlotte. Todd Pettengill. Oh God. You know what, Sean? It's a possibility, but I'm not seeing that.
As soon as I seen it, I was joking.
Todd Pettengill. Oh God.
But what about the Miz? The Miz does pretty good.
See, I was thinking Miz too. I really was. Possibility, maybe.
CM Punk.
I think he's going. I think he's doing commentary. I don't think he's going to see. I don't think he's.
Well, I know he's doing the McAfee show one day over the weekend, but I'm not sure what. But besides that, yeah, I'm sure he'll be commentating, or I'm sure he'll make his presence known somewhere. Then they're paying all that money, his ass better be there.
Yeah.
How about? I have an idea. How about these two guys that are not under contract with anybody right now? Bubba Ray and Devon.
That would be phenomenal. That's a great that in Philadelphia. Are you kidding with the Dudley Boys? Oh God, that would be good.
And let Bubba have free reign on what he can say.
Yeah, he would.
Open mic.
So when Eddie said Paul Heyman, my first thought was ECW, and I'm like, I don't know, Tommy Dreamer, Dudley's, but I don't know. I don't know what they're doing, what their contracts are, who they're with anymore.
I don't know. Is Bubba Ray still at TNA? What's he doing?
I'm not sure if he's.
I'm sorry. Bully Ray. I keep Bubba Ray, Bully Ray. You know what I mean?
It's all the same thing.
He hasn't been seen in a while. So, but TNA and WWE have a pretty decent working relationship. It seems like so.
Adam says McAfee. The man with 3 H's now. All right, this guy has the inside track on it because he is the man with 3 H's. He says we need somebody iconic. WrestleMania 30 had an iconic opening segment with Hogan, Rock, Austin. Still remember it to this day. So maybe do we get Hogan? Do we get Austin?
I don't want Hogan.
Undertaker?
That's a possibility.
John Cena?
Nah, I think Cena returns, but I don't think he's a host.
It's gonna be interesting the next couple of weeks to see what else they announce.
I could see Cena returning because he said he was free that weekend. So we'll see.
Cena could be a guy that runs in to help out Cody too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, could be.
Cena Rock rivalry, absolutely.
Yeah,
that's a possibility too. Sure.
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
So back to Raw again. We had announced the tag team 6-pack challenge ladder match, which I think is a great idea. We'll get to that when we talk SmackDown a little bit because there was a couple qualifying matches for that. We had a women's tag team match, Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell versus Ivy and Maxine Dupree. And this one is, normally I won't bring this up because it's kind of like a throwaway match. It's go to the bathroom type match. But the reason I bring this up is Candice LeRae is going off the handles here. And she kind of took it out on poor Maxine Dupree. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you guys seen that or not. I'm sure you did. Whoever's watching. But she got right up in Maxine's grill and really shredded her ass.
Big time.
And brought up her dead brother. I'm like, holy shit, man, that was insane.
That was insane.
And then Maxine's like, I don't need this. I'm out of here. And she walks away. She gets a boot in the mouth from it for her troubles from Indy Hartwell, and she pins her. I mean, so this is going to change a couple things. This obviously going to change Candice LeRae's character. She was a babyface. She was well liked by fans. This is going to turn her and Indy Hartwell, maybe against each other because Indy Hartwell's friends with these people. But also, what's it going to do to Maxine Dupree's character? What's it going to do to her? There's already been so many different rumors about her being booed out of the building at house shows, and you're even
she's been booed at house shows. Yep.
You're even hearing it on the TV shows now. You're hearing boos as she's coming out. I mean, now don't get me wrong, beautiful woman. As a manager, yes. As a wrestler, no. But if she keeps working, you don't know. She is working, and like we said last week, we talked about this. She's working her ass off. She's trying to get better, and you do see some improvements over from months ago. But it's going to be an interesting angle. What they're doing here. I'm curious to see what they're going to do with Maxine now. Are they going to keep pushing the sympathy card, with her, or is she going to turn a different kind of corner where she becomes a little bit more ruthless or aggressive? I don't know.
Go ahead, Ed.
It makes me want to see Candice LeRae and her rat-faced husband Johnny Gargano get their asses whooped.
Wow. Eddie has spoken. Hey, I like Johnny wrestling, so you go take that back, Mister.
I
I,
want to see Tommaso turn on Johnny again and beat his butt.
Oh, that's Regeneration X. You can't say that. Come on now.
yeah, I like DIY the way it is now.
I love
Regeneration X.
DIY. I am a fan. I love DIY.
The man with 3 H's says, I'm bullish on Maxine. She has great potential. A heel turn would do her wonders. There we go. Great
You know what?
minds. Great minds.
3 H's. I agree with that. A heel turn would do her wonders.
Something aggressive, something more, brutal.
Mm-hmm.
That could also, also the aggressiveness, the heel type stuff can also hide some of those flaws that she has in the ring. A little bit more aggressiveness, more punching, more kicking, more stomping. Some pulling of hair or slapping or whatever. But you don't have to worry about that chain wrestling or looking good and doing a flip or trying to catch somebody flipping or stuff like that. If you're a little bit overly aggressive, more heelish than normal.
I love the purple hair though. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I don't see that being in the plans for turning Maxine heel. I think what happened is to get her sympathy.
Yeah.
Sympathy? Yeah. Okay.
I think for the most part that's what it's for. But I would still like to see a heel turn for her. Maybe it would really make me smile if she kind of screwed over the Alpha Academy or something like that. Unintentionally, they get pissed off at her.
What's she going to hit Otis over the head or something? Seriously.
Not that it would hurt Otis anyway. You can't.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's going to hurt Otis. Come on.
But it just kind of unintentionally cost them this 6-pack challenge qualifying match they have next Monday. Unintentionally, they get pissed off at her, like, "What are you doing?" And she gets even more upset, and then she freaks out, maybe slaps Otis or slaps Chad Gable, makes his daughter cry again. She walks over to the daughter. She grabs her by the.
Hasn't she cried enough, big man? Come on.
By the scruff of her neck, she grabs Chad Gable's daughter by the scruff of her neck and says, "Stop crying, you little baby."
Hasn't she cried enough? Come on, you know that. Come on.
What needs to happen? Damn kids who walk.
I know somebody's been crying a lot lately too, and I'm not going to mention his name.
Dave, our friend Ken, has shown his Raiders fandom heel side tonight.
Oh yeah, not all about kids crying all the time.
A certain guy that's been crying lately too. And I thought we know his name, but that's okay. We're good.
Who's that? Cody Crybabies.
Yeah. Hello.
We already seen this one. He also says exactly she needs to drop those geeks. Yes. Book it. The man with 3 H's. Book it. All right. So speaking of Crybabies, Cody's promo for Monday night, and then we'll move on to SmackDown here. So what do you guys think of Cody's promo? With, being interviewed by Michael Cole.
Go ahead, Ed. You go. Do your thing.
2 thumbs up. It's probably definitely my favorite segment on Monday Night Raw. To me, I put that up with for a promo or a talking segment. I put it up there with Dusty's Hard Times promo.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Wow.
Hot times, baby.
Hot times, baby.
I was really surprised, and I loved it that Michael Cole brought up the sneakiness of Seth Rollins. Like how can you really trust
yeah.
I thought that was fantastic. Planting seeds, foreshadowing, planting seeds, beautiful. So a hell of a job, Michael Cole. Hell of a job, WWE, on that one. Planting those seeds of doubt in Cody's mind, planting those seeds in the fans' minds, and also letting Seth Rollins know, saying, "Hey, I see you over there," planning. So it's I thought it was fantastic. I really did.
Seth to this day is still upset at what he did that night to the Shield. Okay, and it's in his mind. It's in the back of his mind. I can't see him turning on Cody. That's not going to happen. I'm not seeing that unless he loses one. But I don't see that happening. I think he's got Cody's back.
Here's one way it could happen. So The Rock keeps saying, "I'm going to make that belt disappear." So what if he goes to Seth Rollins and say, "Hey, you don't help Cody, walk away from Cody, that belt stays. It's not going to go anywhere. You beat Drew McIntyre, the belt will stay. You help Cody, that belt's gone, and the Bloodline's going to help Drew beat you. Do you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Yeah, The Rock holds a
I don't
heavy
think
hand.
I don't think they go that far with that.
Yeah. Plus, The Rock couldn't do it. He's only one vote. He's only one vote out of the board of directors. He would get outnumbered.
This is true. It's true.
He is the great one. He is the final boss, Eddie.
He's the
Do you not
great.
know this?
He's the great jabroni.
And
No.
so- go ahead, Dave.
The promo was great. Don't get me wrong. I like Michael Cole was great. The questions were phenomenal. A little over the top for me with the crying thing, though. Come on, I mean, you know what I mean. I like Cody. I'm a Cody fan, but a little over the top for me. I can't give it to my dad, but I'll give the title to my mom if I win. Come on, man. That's just. I mean, seriously.
The man with 3 H's, I think they're going overboard with the sympathy for Cody. Rock
Right.
incinerated this guy on his promos on social. Absolutely. Those social media promos by
Oh
Rock
God.
are
Yeah.
scathing. I've been dropping the F-bombs. It's a beautiful thing. Cody needed to clap back in an aggressive way. And the man with 3 H's, you're 100% on point with that. The crying, Dave, I hated it. And as soon as he got done, crying about his mom and his wife, he was back to talking normal. I mean, there
Right.
ain't no way after a man sobs like that.
The man
And
didn't
all
even
of a sudden
shed a tear.
you're
Come on, the
like,
tear didn't even
like-
come out.
He did get aggressive with The Rock when he slapped the taste out of him.
Yeah, but then what he
Fridays.
followed up with nothing, Eddie. He followed up with him crying.
But that was just like that was kind of like a you got me at the press conference. I'm gonna get you back. You know what I'm saying?
So here's it. I'm gonna give you an example of what happened here. This is exactly what happened to Cody Rhodes. It happened to me many years ago when I was a little kid.
What was
I
that?
was 10 years old, okay? And my uncle, a couple years older than me, one of his friends were hanging out with him, about 12, 13 years old. So he's older than me. I'm just standing off to the side. He picks a fight with me, okay?
Okay.
He pushes me. He's saying all kinds of things to me. Well, I punched him in the mouth twice, and I ran crying because I was scared. That's exactly what happened to Cody Rhodes. He slapped Rock in the mouth, and he ran away scared and crying. He cried because he's scared of The Rock. That's exactly what happened. Eddie?
He's gonna slap the taste out of The Rock again at WrestleMania.
He's gonna run away and he's gonna cry.
The one that's gonna be crying after WrestleMania is Roman Reigns.
Ooh, nah, I think we'll see about that. We'll see about that. But no, like I said, the promo itself was good. It was a little over the top for me with the crying thing and give the title to my mom thing. We didn't need all that. It is what it is. It's his story, man. He either makes it or he breaks it. One or the other. We'll see what happens.
Adding his mom to the story, I do like that part of it. Adding family to the story, I do like that. But the crying was just it wasn't needed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
He could have said I could give it to my brother Dustin for all I care. I mean,
Poor Dustin's like, what the hell?
exactly. Where do I stand in this? You know?
It was The Rock that brought Cody's family into the. He's the one that talked about the family first, so.
Okay.
No, I get that. The man with 3 H's says, bro, we all know Cody wanted to be a Hollywood actor first. Wrestling was his backup. There we go.
Well, there you go.
Francis H checking in. What's up, Francis? Thank you for checking us out. Thank you for commenting. He is drunk from the Netherlands. I like where you're going there, Frank.
My man, drinking, baby.
Sean says, I'm sorry you were hurt. Sean, I wasn't hurt. I hurt the other guy. I was scared. That was different.
He wasn't hurt. He was scared, Sean.
He was older. He was bigger. I was 10 years old. I punched him as hard as I could. He went down. I went running crying. So that's just where it went.
Big man did the punch and ran away.
I was terrified. Francis listed a little bit of Pink Floyd. There you go. A little bit of The Wall.
Breaking the wall there.
We don't need
no education. Okay, we got you.
Bow. There we go. Anyway, Sean says, Kenny reenact The Rock's song Last. Kenny reenact the song Rock's song Last. I don't know if I could reenact it. I'm not.
That's all you, big man.
If I was like The Rock and I had the words right here in front of me, I could. The Rock was reading the words as he's doing it. But
it was phenomenal. It was great.
It's fine. The Rock of the old would have did it off the top of his head, but that Rock needed the words, which is fine. I'm fine with that. Go ahead, Eddie.
Hey, Paul, midlife crisis. Drane's gonna learn his freaking role after WrestleMania.
Paul says The Rock is continuing to slap Cody Crybaby like North Carolina State did to Dave's North Carolina Tar Heels today. I told you, Dave, overrated. Damn, call the Tar Heels overrated.
The Heels lost tonight. They were down by 4 when I left. When I was watching before the show started, I was watching.
He said they lost.
They're still going to be in the tournament. It doesn't matter. They won the ACC. It's all good.
Here's an important message from Adam Glenn. Sean, do not drink and type.
Drink and type.
Hey, Dave.
Yes.
Where's Paul's Notre Dame going to be at?
Exactly.
Damn.
Tell him, big man.
Damn. All right. There's one last match from Raw. Shayna and Zoe for the tag team championships against the Kabuki Warriors, who are your champions. Kabuki Warriors.
Wait a minute. Wait. Okay. Good. I got you. Go ahead. Sorry.
Shayna and Zoe wrestled the Kabuki Warriors for the titles. The Kabuki Warriors won. It wasn't a bad match. I thought Zoe looked really good. Shayna looked all right. The Kabuki Warriors looked pretty good. They do a lot of great things together as a tag team, a lot of great double teams. So, all right. Thoughts? Anybody?
I love Shayna. I love Zoe. I think they're great. I thought they kind of get the raw end of the deal in this match. I'm sick of Asuka. I can't take Asuka anymore.
I love Asuka.
I know you do, and I understand that. I mean, I just can't understand the words she's saying half the time, and she's running around the ring and doing her thing. I mean, to me, it's just getting old. It's getting old. It's getting old fast.
Asuka has go away heat with me. She can take her stupid little faces that she makes and shove off and disappear. She would not be missed by Io or Kyrie.
I understand that, but to me, you got to push Zoe and Shayna. If you don't push Zoe and Shayna, what's the point? What's the point of this? Because those two are, I mean, they've been, they're a good tag team. They work good together in the ring, but yet you knew that Kabuki Warriors were going to win the match. But it's just the fact that, I mean, I'm tired of Asuka. I'm sick of her stuff. And Kyrie's, it is what it is. But to me, it's just, I want to push Zoe and Shayna, and they're not doing it, and I'm not happy about it.
I think they're gonna get another shot. That's what I think.
Okay.
I'm thinking maybe the Monday Raw after WrestleMania. That's when you need to switch the tag team belts. At WrestleMania, have Bayley beat Io, and then the night after, have the Kabuki Warriors drop the tag team belts to Shayna and to Zoe.
And then you have Damage Control with nothing. I
like what you're thinking there, Ed, and I'm with you on that. I just don't see it happening because they've been pushing the Kabuki Warriors so much. I don't know if they're going to take toes off them. I don't see it.
The man with 3 H's says, what's your thoughts on Shayna appearing on the Bloodsport event at WrestleMania on WrestleMania weekend? Great to see WWE collaborating with other promotions. I heard of the Bloodsport event, but I'm not sure exactly what it is.
I don't know what it is either.
Because there's so many different things that are announced for WrestleMania weekend from other promotions that are going to be in the Philadelphia area that aren't affiliated with WWE that have announced, like so many different people are appearing at this or, appearing at this. I don't know if they're signings, if they're matches or what they are. So I'm not 100% sure what the Bloodsport event is, but I did hear of it. But it's like I said, I never even heard.
No.
It doesn't. I have no idea. But it is good that like I said earlier about having the Jordan Grace from TNA in the Royal Rumble. It's great with them collaborating with other promotions. Working with them working with WWE, vice versa, all that good stuff. I think it's good. It's good to see, and it's good to see how other wrestlers, do in WWE. It's just for a one match, a one off or whatever, and it's good to see WWE and their promotions giving them a bump. WWE wrestler, so and so will be here to do this or whatever. So I think it's good. I don't think it's a bad thing.
Any wrestler that's promoting anything WWE wise, I'm all in favor in. I have no problem with that because I like what they do, all kinds of different things, and whatever they do, I'm good with it. And like I said, if they're going to promote something, no problem with that.
Absolutely. Paul says, I hear a washing machine, or is that the North Carolina fans crying? Oh, man. Sean said, Eddie, is that Santa stalking in your background? If so, is it full of contraceptives? Oh, there we go.
Santa's stocking.
There is a stocking on the wall. Or
I see a stocking on the wall there, Ed.
I'm too lazy to take it down.
Hey, no, I don't blame you. Around, buddy. I'm all on you. That's good, Ed. Full of contraceptives. I don't know about that.
Christmas all year round for Big Ed.
Leave Oscar alone. I'll send the Yakuza after you. Uh-oh.
Listen, Mr. Fuji, we've been around once before. We'll do it again. I'm tired of Oscar. I'm tired of her stuff. Let's go.
Bring it, Mr. Spencer.
Sean says, I see Kenny as a contraceptive in the background because the Raiders aren't gonna win. I guess he means win. No, he means the Raiders defense won't let nothing through, just like a contraceptive. Hell yeah, that's how I roll. Silver and black.
Who is the quarterback for the Raiders nowadays? I don't even know.
They said Aiden O'Connell. Aiden O'Connell will be the starter until I've proven otherwise. So,
did you say Gardner Minshew?
We signed Minshew, and Minshew's going to compete for it. But Antonio Pierce says, in his eyes, Aiden O'Connell, it's his job to lose. He is our starting quarterback. So it's Minshew's job to beat him out, to push him.
I think that's fair because I think Aiden O'Connell did pretty well. But okay, well, back to wrestling.
Paul Spencer says, I heard that Bubba Ray was somehow getting involved at WrestleMania. Now, I wonder if this has anything with the six-pack challenge, the tag match, because him and Devon, huge, Hall of Fame tag team, the Dudley Boys, do they both get involved, or is it just a Bubba Ray thing, or?
I haven't heard anything. I have not heard a thing on Bubba Ray. I have no idea.
He has to be there with the whole Paul Heyman, being inducted thing. It's in Philadelphia. Somebody from ECW, the old ECW, has to be there.
Well, I think they're all going to be there, to be honest with you. I think Dreamer. I think you'll see RVD. You might see a little Sabu. Maybe even Sandman. I mean, who knows?
Not Shane Douglas.
No, Shane Douglas won't be there. No.
I'm surprised that man is either still alive or not in jail. So.
No, wait. Eddie, no. It's Dean Douglas. Get it right. Let's go.
So we're going to go ahead to SmackDown after I read these couple of comments. Man with 3 H's. It's an indie promotion, GCW, Game Changer Wrestling, Bloodsport. Completely different promotion from WWE. Bloodsport feels and looks like Raw Underground Fight Club. Oh, okay.
Raw Underground. I was a fan of that. She never got a fair shake on that to me.
I don't remember Raw Underground. I vaguely remember. I don't remember what the whole thing was, but I do kind of remember after I seen Raw Underground. It was in a parking garage.
It was underneath. Yeah, it was under exactly. And they'd walk in the door, and there was a rest. It was just a little. It wasn't even a ring. It was like a kind of like a sumo match type deal when they walked.
I think that's where Almost got introduced in general theme. The one that was with Apollo Crews for a while. The big guy that was kind of.
Oh yeah. Wasn't that Otis though? Otis was big on that though, wasn't he?
No. Otis came out.
I'm sorry. I meant Omos. Omos. Sorry, my fault. Omos.
Omos. Yep. Omos. Yep.
That's what I meant. I meant Omos, not Otis. Sorry, my fault. Yeah, Omos kept coming. He kept coming to the door. Shane would be like, "You can't come in, big man." But Underground was actually built for Shane. It was just for Shane actually ran the thing, but Vince gave it to him, said, "Do what you want with it." But Shane never really did anything with it. It was like it was maybe a month, maybe a little less than a month, and then it died. Yeah, but it was good. It was good. I mean, actually, Dolph Ziggler did it a couple times, if I remember.
Yeah, it died like Ric Flair's liver.
But it wasn't bad. It really wasn't that bad. It really wasn't. I enjoyed it.
So I did see stuff advertised for it on the Facebook for the Bloodsport, but I didn't know what the hell it was. I had no idea. It's like, but anyway, we have Eileen says, Sean, that's where Dak's new contract is going, right in Eddie's Christmas stocking.
Eileen, let me know when that happens because I know you'll be all over that. So if you find out before I do, please let us know because I need to know what's going on with that.
And this is the perfect perfect explanation of what Gardner Minshew looks like. He looks like a homeless person and a rich person at the same time. That's perfect. That is actually kind of what he looks like.
He's Gardner Minshew. I mean, how many teams has he been with for the last 4 years?
3.
Whatever. How many teams? Or 3 teams? Okay, there you go.
Adam says SmackDown was horrible. We're gonna get that next. Sean says Demolition Man with Stallone, like the adventure of Raw Underground.
Demolition Man. That was Wesley Snipes
and Sylvester Stallone. Yeah, right.
Yes. Yeah. Good.
All right.
Wesley went yellow. He dyed his hair yellow. Had the spike thing going there. I remember that.
All right, so we're gonna move on to.
Wait a minute! You forgot the main part of Raw.
What the hell was the main part of Raw?
Hello, the promo between.
I thought
the promo between Seth and Drew. Did you forget that?
Oh, I did forget that. I don't have it written down. Yeah, you're right. That was the very beginning of the night. That was the first.
I was gonna say you skipped right around that one.
Open the show. All right. So yeah. Well, Seth came down first, right? Seth came down. He was calling Seth a liar and stuff like that.
Drew came down first, and then Seth came in.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I have it backwards. Drew came down. He's calling Seth a liar, and Seth came down and pretty much said that Drew doesn't matter to him, right? He said, I don't sweat you, dude. Not in those words, but in those words. Dude, I don't sweat you. Who are you?
At the end of the day, we know who's going to win. According to Seth, it's like, I got this.
Yeah. He can wrestle 6 ways from Sunday and still beat Drew on any day. So
exactly. Drew's thing on this is, and I see where he's going with it. He just wants Seth to ignore the whole Rock, Cody, whatever.
Yeah.
Concentrate on Raw. Concentrate the title on Raw. Yes. Forget about what's happening on SmackDown because me and you have a match at WrestleMania. And to Drew, I'm going to take that title from you. And that's, I don't need the bloodline to do it. But since they've been helping me, okay, thank you very much. I appreciate it. But to Drew, it's like, I can do it by myself. I don't need the bloodline. And Seth's like, I haven't forgotten about you. I just put you on the bottom of the list because the other top was Cody and Rock. So, helping out, Cody. So he goes, I have not forgotten about you though. Just don't think I've forgotten about you. That's pretty much what Drew thinking, like you forgot about me, But I get it.
And just like Drew said, Seth, he's an attention whore. That's what it is.
Right.
He needs a spotlight. He's an attention whore. So
right.
And that's all it is.
Yep.
So, Eddie, thoughts?
What about Drew and his constant whining? That pretty much makes him an attention whore too.
He's right about it though.
He's got a point.
So, Eddie,
but
I like the segment. I've been thinking about this. I just don't see how. I don't see Seth Rollins losing both of his matches that he's going to be involved.
I don't either. I think Seth retains. I just think something's just telling me Seth's going to win on WrestleMania. But Seth did say in the promo, I am 100%. My knee's ready to go. My back's going to be good. And I'll be good to go for both shows. So we'll see what happens there.
All right. I think Drew wins, but anyway, here we go.
Yeah, you've been saying that for weeks now, big man. I don't know.
Drew wins, and Priest cashes in on Drew. I mean, it writes itself.
That could be. That's possibly.
Or they can. I think when Drew tries to cash it in finally, he won't. He would be one of the few not to cash in successfully.
You mean Priest? Yeah, possibly.
Yeah,
Priest.
Yeah.
All right, so going back to one more thing. I missed another thing from freaking Raw. We had Jay challenge Jimmy to WrestleMania. We didn't see that one coming. Jesus Christ! I mean, only took so long to do it, but still.
Why'd they take so long to do that? I don't understand.
As soon as he turned on Jay, it's like, well, there's a WrestleMania match. Right? It only makes sense. Right? What took him so long?
You know what I love about it though? My favorite part, and I'm not much of a Paul McAfee guy. I'm really not Pat McAfee. Sorry, I'm not much of a Pat McAfee guy, but I love it when Jay comes out And McAfee's all saying, let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm okay with that. That pumps the crowd up. I kind of like that.
So
Yeah.
you said Paul McAfee.
No, I said Pat McAfee.
No, you said Paul. I think Paul's in your head, man. If Paul's in your
I
head,
meant
then know
I meant
North
Pat
Carolina.
I meant Pat McAfee. Sorry.
Mr. Fuji's in your head.
You know what I meant.
Mr. Fuji's in your head. That's what I know.
He's not in my head. I don't even I forget him. But no, with Pat McAfee, I'm not happy with him right now because he knows I'm not happy because he keeps talking on the Cowboys. I'm like, whatever. But my point is, I love it when Jay comes out, gets the crowd going. Pat's sitting there, just me, who's, and the crowd gets into it. I'm fine with that. I think it's great because Pat McAfee, he's crazy. He's a crazy guy, and when he gets into it, it's fun to watch.
Yeah, Pat had to find somebody new to imitate since his boy Nakamura turned heel, and he can't go crazy when Nakamura's music hits.
Right, exactly. But am I getting in trouble here?
No.
Okay.
Paul says Dave is scared. He knows I'm near. He's just one click away. He's in your head. So looking at SmackDown.
One click away. I've been one click away so many times for a minute, it's not even funny.
Damn! Wow. All right, man. Whew. We had the Rock promo. We've talked about on and off a little bit during Raw, but the Rock promo came out, sang a song about Cody, how he's going to beat Cody, and then Cody's mama, Cody's conception, how Cody was conceived. He's just a mistake, all that good stuff. And he also brought out the belt that he's going to hand to Cody's mom with Cody covered in Cody's blood. It's the Rock's weightlifting belt. And he said he's going to give this to Cody's mom with Cody's blood all over it. Gentlemen, your thoughts on that? Go ahead. Dave, we'll go with you first this time.
You go with me.
You want to go Eddie first?
I had to go first. I can't. I got nothing to say on this one. But go ahead, Ed.
The Rock knows how to draw heat. It was well done.
Oh, absolutely. It was really well done.
It's going to be fun to watch Cody make The Rock eat those words.
And the thing with this for me was, it really brought a light to Cody and the crying again, and Cody's mom really being brought into the forefront. So you have that family talk again, but it also makes me wonder about the blood part. WWE for so many years now has been strictly no color, no blood.
Color, nope, nothing.
My big question to both of you now: will there be color in that match? Will
Possibly.
there be blood in that match? And he said it's going to be night 2 because he said night 1. He said him and Roman are going to take care of Seth and Cody. So for night 2, it's bloodline rules. They said that's when he's going to hand that belt to his mother. Yeah. So is there going to be blood in that match? I think there's going to be.
It's going to be a bloodbath.
I think so too. I think there's going to be a lot of blood.
It could be. Possibility. I love the promo. I really did. I thought it was great. Rock concert. I have no problem with that. Putting Cody on the screen as Stardust, little far for me.
That was awesome.
Little far out for me.
I miss Stardust.
I thought of you, big man, when I saw that. And I said to myself, he's probably cracking up laughing when he sees it.
I was dying. So there he is, Stardust. Woo!
I mean, to bring that back up, that's really, pushing back in the day type, Cody Rhodes. But only Rock could do it and get away with it. So what are you gonna do?
I think before WrestleMania, Cody needs to bring out a picture of The Rock in his rookie year with that goofy looking haircut and the
exactly. Turn the tide. Yep, I agree.
Even Rock made fun of himself. He brought up the fanny pack. He showed a picture of the fanny pack.
That was funny. That was good. That was good.
Did any of you guys see the promo that he cut on TikTok? It's basically the same thing, but about 10 minutes longer and a lot of F words.
Yeah, I saw. I did catch that. Saying Cody gives my crybaby mom, and I got it. I get it. I think we're taking it just a little too far. Just a little too far. That's just me.
Why? Why is that a little bit too far? Yeah,
Because we don't need to. Do you have to drop F-bombs and kids can watch that?
it's
Come
a
on.
TikTok. They shouldn't be on
I
TikTok
get it.
anyway.
Kids are all over TikTok. They see it all the time. I get it, but just
That ain't the
drop.
Rock's fault. That's the Rock's. That's the kid's parents'
Yeah, but
fault.
dropping the F-bomb. That's not. I mean, come on. We need that. I mean, seriously.
Hey, we do need the F-bomb. We do.
Why? Why?
Because it gives it a little bit more edge. That hard CK at the end gives anything more edge. That hard
Okay.
at the end, like suck it, like that CK at the end of suck that really gives it a bit of an edge. Delay no more checking in. What's up, Delay? He says, everybody, ni hao there. Delay.
Ni hao. Yes, sir.
Paul says Brandy Rhodes is going to show up and smack The Rock. That would be very interesting. I'll tell you that.
I can see that coming.
That'd be awesome.
Mhm.
And he also says Ryback is all elite.
Really?
Ryback is the biggest tool bag out there. That guy, there's something wrong with that lad. Hold on to all this animosity after all these years. The dude messed up a bunch of spots, especially with CM Punk. And, CM Punk called him on it, publicly, which, all right, that's, maybe not the coolest thing ever. But then to hold on to it yet and really like just continually bringing it up and then bringing up, his issues with WWE and McMahon's and, Triple H's and stuff. It's like, dude, I said, just get over it now. Like I don't understand what they made you a lot of money while you were there. They made you very famous while you were there. Maybe just take that and, accept it for what it was, man. It was an opportunity that you blew.
Yeah, but when Triple H took over, that's when Ryback got thrown out. I mean,
I don't know.
whatever.
I don't know who's the bigger two bag, Ryback or Enzo.
Yeah, it's pretty much a tie.
A couple tool bags there. So I don't know. So I'm guessing, maybe Ryback went to AEW. I don't know.
If he's saying if he's all elite, he must have. I didn't see that, but okay.
Once CM Punk enters the ring, his physical strength is reduced by 80%.
CM Punk would beat the living daylights out of Ryback in any kind of fight.
I don't know.
I don't know about that.
CM Punk is cool at wrestling and stuff like that, but in a real fight, we've seen CM Punk in real fights.
Ryback's a big dude.
That was against trained professional UFC fighters that had more experience than him.
Yeah, but Ryback is his skull is like 3 inches of concrete.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's like I don't know.
But his IQ is
well, and it's kind of like the Incredible Hulk. I mean, like the Incredible Hulk, his IQ is like nothing. And what was it? Hulk smash, right? Hulk smash.
Yeah, Hulk smash.
That's kind of what you get out of Ryback there. I don't know if I go I'd want to go fisticuffs with the guy.
Nah. It is what it is there.
Eileen says, I've heard nothing of Ryback being all elite.
I haven't heard anything either. I don't know.
Delay might just be a Ryback fan, which I was a Ryback fan as well. The whole Feed Me More thing. I hated the Goldberg chants that people used to do when he'd come out. I'm like, so I didn't think he was anything like Goldberg, but apparently I guess people say he was.
I dug a small similarity. A small similarity. It wasn't much.
I just think all the complaining he does now online is just it's like dude, just get over it, move on.
Yeah, man.
It's been a while.
He drops a lot of stuff on other wrestlers, especially It is what it is. I guess when you're not employed, you got to do something. So
he's like the Colin Kaepernick of pro wrestling. He ain't gonna get another job anywhere.
Right? Exactly.
I guess he was injured, and so I don't know if he's healthy now.
I don't know his story.
I could have swore that I seen something recently where he said he's healthy now. He's 100%. So I don't know if there's something besides that or not. I don't know.
I think he would come back. I think he doesn't. Him and Triple H don't get on the same page. So I don't think if Triple H is there, he ain't coming back to WWE.
So we had two qualifying matches for the 6-pack challenge here. So the first one, you had the LWO versus the Legado del Fantasma, which is a fantastic name.
Say that one more time, big man.
Legado del Fantasma.
I like the way you say that. Legado del Fantasma.
So it's a pretty good match. That's the first thing I've seen positive out of the LWO. Those two clowns in the LWO, that the guys that just get their asses kicked every week they come out. They actually put in a good match. LDF ends up winning Legado del Fantasma, and they're moving on in the. I don't know if they're moving on to the 6-pack challenge or if they're moving on to another step towards it. I'm not exactly sure. But guys, what was your thought on the match? Anything?
Go ahead, Ed.
The right team went over. It was the reason they were the reason why the match was good, not because of the LWO.
Yeah, well, and so I don't think they didn't get any outside help from Santos, right? I'm pretty sure it was a straight up legit win, right?
No, they used a weapon on. I forget what it was, but they used a weapon on to get the
Okay.
win.
All
But
right.
Santos, they're not good.
But it was actually a really good match. I thought it was a really good match. The whole luchador thing. They do a lot of crazy and cool things. So
Was it a stunning press slam, Ed?
No.
Okay. I wasn't sure how they. I last I checked, there was a stunning press slam. They won the match. That's how they won it.
But they used a weapon to set up the finisher to set up the finisher. So
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
it was a pretty good back and forth type match too. Because I wasn't sure who was going to win. I was pulling for the LDF. I like that whole faction. I'm a big Santos Escobar fan. So it was back and forth. It was, like I said, it was the most positive I've seen out of the LWO. Those two clowns, and so I thought that overall it was a pretty good match.
I like Angel. I'm an Angel fan. I think he's good.
the most positive thing about the LWO is Zelina.
Selena.
Is she still in the LWO?
Yep.
Okay. So the other qualifier match, we had Pretty Deadly versus the New Catch Republic.
Pretty Deadly. Your favorite tag team, big man.
The halter top wearing morons. Pretty Deadly against the New Catch Republic. You had Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate.
Tyler Bate. Yep.
Again, that was a pretty good match. So I'm like, if they get those two clowns, Pretty Deadly, to win this match, I'm going to be pissed.
Nah, Tyler and Pete. Tyler were winning, and Pete were winning that match. They were.
Pretty Deadly to me are the tag team version of that Australian jackass. We know who we're talking about when I say that.
The douchebag from Down Under. Yes, we do.
Grayson Waller. Is that where we're going with this?
That's what I'm going. The douchebag Down Under.
Oh, you're so bad.
The Australian jackass.
Yeah.
Leave them alone. I like the Grayson Waller effect. I'm a fan. So let's go. Come on.
So yeah, the New Catch Republic moving on, which actually for me, I didn't want Pretty Deadly to win, but I'm still a little bit surprised that they didn't win. So I was surprised that New Catch did win. So I'm cool. I like them.
I like Pete Dunne. I'm a fan.
I think Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, both of them, I think together
they're a good tag team. They're very good. Yeah,
they are a really good tag. I don't see them being some sort of like awesome tag team champion with a tag team run. I could see him winning the belt, but then dropping it fairly soon after.
They had a great pre-match in Australia in the when they overseas match. Australia. The pre-match was amazing. It was amazing. It was a great show. It was a great that match was so good at 4:30 in the morning. I think it's the best match I've ever seen at 4:30 in the morning. I got to be honest.
There you go.
I mean, the pay-per-view starts at 5. They get the pre-match at 4:30. I'm like, I'm watching wrestling at 4:30 in the morning, and that match was actually not as bad as everybody said. I thought it was pretty good. I know they lost, but it was still a good match.
That's all that counts. Sean says, let's talk about snacking. What's the best, easiest thing to eat when, while watching? Before the main event, of course, unless that's the main event. I don't know. I'm eating while watching like a pay-per-view or a premium live event.
Are we talking like before pay-per-view or during?
I guess during. I guess.
I got the perfect snack. I know what I do.
What?
I'm a popcorn guy myself. I do popcorn and orange juice. That's just me.
Popcorn and orange juice.
It's a great combination. Give it a shot. Don't knock it till you try it.
All right, Eddie. What about you?
Fritos with bean dip.
You're shitting yourself later on there, Ed. Yeah, for me, I like wings or pizza. That's pretty much pretty simple.
There you go. Mhm.
You're right. I'd be taking a Notre Dame afterwards.
Kangaroo jacket. Leave Grayson Waller alone, people, please.
Bushwhacked.
Whatever.
Sean says, I can't believe they don't incorporate cooking like HSM.
Okay.
Sean's going to come on me. Sean's going to come on with me, and we're just going to talk 2 hours about cooking and eating.
Eileen said,
What the F? Popcorn and OJ. I agree with that, Eileen, but I'm not going to knock
Eileen,
it.
don't knock it till you try it. I'm telling you. Get that popcorn going, put the OJ in there, and you're good to go, man. I'm telling you. So.
All right, so we had Dragon Lee versus Santos as well. The big.
I didn't see this match, guys, so you can take it away. I missed this one. Go ahead.
A very good match. Of course, Dragon Lee's fantastic. Santos is very good. Santos comes out on top. I think they start stomping the crap out of Dragon Lee. Then Carlito came down. They started stomping the shit out of Carlito. And then, of course, Rey Mysterio came down. And everybody scatters. You know, little 4'2" Rey Mysterio scares the hell out of everybody.
4'2" Rey Mysterio.
So I'm expecting that to be a WrestleMania match, right? Santos and Rey. Can we agree on that?
Pre-show match.
There's 2 nights. I don't know if it needs to be a pre-show. There should be plenty of room.
Yeah, I agree with that. It could be a pre-show. It could be.
Just because they have so many titles that have to be defended.
That's true. Yeah, he's got a point.
So
I'm sick of Rey Mysterio, guys. I can't take it anymore. I got to be honest. I'm tired. I'm tired of Rey. I just am.
It's hard to take a guy that needs like 5 phone books so he can get to step on to get over the ropes.
I mean, as much as I love Rey and I respect Rey, I've always loved Rey. Don't get me wrong. I'm over it. I'm over Rey. I don't know about you guys.
Retire. You're 50 years old, Rey.
Oh God, poor old guy. It is time for Rey to retire. He still does okay in the ring.
Yeah,
you can tell he's definitely lost a step or two.
I mean, I'm tired of 619. I'm tired of it's getting old to me. I'm over it. Move on.
It's time for Dirty Dom to take over the Mysterio name.
Exactly. Exactly.
My favorite promo from Randy Orton was when he told Rey that Eddie's in hell.
Oh.
Sean says, "Fats and guys, me and you, Kenny, thinking alike. Pizza and wings. There we go.
Pizza and wings.
Our show, Fat and guys.
There you go.
Paul says, Eileen, that's the reason he still thinks the Cowboys will win the division. Popcorn and OJ.
They did win the division. What are you talking about? Yeah.
He's saying still win the division. He's saying this upcoming season.
Hey, nobody wins that division 2 years in a row. You know that.
Dave, I got some bad news about that.
Bad news, Eddie over here.
All right, bad news over there. I hear you.
Sean says he thinks Rey should be a manager and make a surprise every once in a while.
I wouldn't be a problem with that. I'd be okay with that. I'd be fine.
So we have Orton versus the douchebag from Down Under.
Yeah.
Match. It was all right. Whatever. It wasn't great.
You knew who was going to win it.
Yeah, Orton wins, of course. And the one thing I really did like Orton when he did get the RKO on douchebag Waller. A lot of mistakes that wrestlers do is because Logan Paul was out at ringside. He was at the announce table. He didn't turn his back on Logan Paul when he was pinning the douchebag from Down Under. He looked right at Logan Paul and stared him down.
Grayson Waller. Get it right.
Australian jackass.
He's not the douchebag from Down Under. He's not the Australian jackass. He's Grayson Waller.
That's not how I hear it. I'm sorry. I don't speak Australian. I'm sorry. I don't speak Australian.
Okay, matey. I hear you.
Let's put another shrimp on the Barbie.
Barbie.
But anyway, go ahead.
I also don't speak jackass.
Yeah, don't speak kangaroo jackass. But he didn't take his eyes off of the Logan Paul, which was huge. I thought that was fantastic. Randy knows what's up. He knows Logan wants to run in there and attack him right away, and he ends up getting attacked by I think Austin Theory and the douchebag from Down Under, and they start stomping Randy. KO comes down to help him out, and he eventually chases them off. KO gets in the ring, and Randy almost arcades KO, and KO's like, "Dude, what are you doing?"
Right.
And Randy's like, "Oh, I didn't see. I didn't know it was you. I thought it was them yet." So I mean, it's this for me. Then it was later announced because Logan Paul told the general manager, whose name is escaping my mind right now, Nick Aldis.
Nick Aldis.
He told Nick Aldis, you're not doing your job. You haven't found me an opponent. Well, there's his opponents. He got KO and Randy Orton for the U.S. title at WrestleMania, and I feel like this is where Orton and KO turn. I think KO turns on Orton. Here's what I think is going to happen, guys. Hear me out. Triple threat match. Logan Paul brings in the brass knucks. KO gets it from Logan Paul, knocks Logan Paul out. Randy gets in the ring, and he looks at Logan Paul, and like, all right. And then KO knocks out Randy with the brass knucks, pins Randy Orton. Then we have a Randy Orton versus KO feud going on from there. Thoughts?
So KO wins the U.S. title, is what you're saying?
Yes, with the brass knucks.
Wow.
I could see it either. I could see either one of the. I can see Orton. Could see Orton doing that too. To me, Orton's better as a heel.
I agree with that. I think KO's pretty good as a heel too. So I mean, that's not sneeze on KO's heel capabilities here.
Yeah, but I think Owens is a better baby face than Randy Orton.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Yeah, it's weird seeing Randy as a baby face, kind of pandering to the crowd and stuff like that. KO, he doesn't really pander to the crowd much, but he is still a baby face, and it's a little bit more natural on him than it is Randy Orton. But yeah, I have to agree. KO looks better as a baby face, but something's going to happen there where they turn on each other, and the brass knucks are going to be involved. That's what I think, anyway. As long as Logan Paul loses, I'm fine with it.
Of course, there's going to be brass knuckles because there's some brass knuckles every time you turn around in these matches. So why would that change?
Well, because they went down Randy's pants last time. So
right. Guys, go ahead.
I can see Logan Paul's little buddy that shows up for all his matches get an RKO or a stunner.
That's a possibility.
Go ahead, Dave. You were going to say something.
Yeah, I kind of. Guys, I'm telling you now, you're going to have a new U.S. champion, and his name is Randy Orton. End of story. I'll leave it at that.
Eileen says once it was announced that as a triple threat, Orton took his arm off of KO and was having that look in his eye, like they won't be friends much longer.
Exactly.
I noticed that as well. KO not so much, didn't really have that look, but Randy kind of looked at KO.
Once you're against Randy, it's all Randy.
Almost Viper-ish,
Yeah, of course. That's why he's the Viper, baby.
I mean, wants to know what's in Eddie's. Who pooped in Eddie's cornflakes this morning? Eddie, who pooped in them?
Got me.
No.
Nobody yet. All right. Sean says, "LOL, Cowboy. That was a great down under." And Eddie, I don't speak jackass in the kangaroo. Yep. Kangaroo jackass. Do you know the Hurt 1, 2, 3 guy? I don't know.
The Hurt 1, 2, 3 guy?
Yeah, I don't know. I know who.
I know the 1, 2, 3 kid.
That's X-Pac, but I'm not sure who he's talking about. He says, "I hit the top of my head off a ceiling of 5'8". So yeah, that explains a lot, Sean. I look on line 6 at the top of apartment stairs. It took because my neck back hurt. That's hard for me to read. So I'm gonna pass.
Yeah, I don't understand that one.
Yeah, Jason. Yeah, there. That's what he's talking about. There. Okay, that's what he's talking about.
Jason Fine Law. Hurt 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now I see it. Okay. Lost me on that one, but okay. We got you.
1-800. That's 1-800.
See, Eileen knew. Eileen was all over that.
So we also had AJ and LA Knight. LA Knight comes out.
I saw this. Go ahead.
AJ, if you're not going to be here, I'm challenging you to WrestleMania. You don't show up anyway. Then AJ attacks him from behind, and he accepts. So, of course, we knew we were going to get this match at WrestleMania. We've been talking about it for a few weeks now. It's going to be a good match. It's just going to be one of those matches though that don't really mean a whole lot.
There's no titles on the line.
It's just a good old fashioned grudge match.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right, Eddie? No.
I'm AJ Styles is a guy that I'm really over with. I don't want to see him on TV anymore. At least.
And his soccer mom hair, right?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, but I think it's going to be a good match. Both guys. I like AJ. I like LA Knight. I like AJ as a heel. Go ahead, Dave.
I'm excited for this match. I think this is the kind of match where you're not getting a title match. Nothing their titles are on the line, but two guys that are trying to get to a title level, especially with that LA Knight, because LA Knight has been like so close to getting a title shot, and I mean winning. He had his chances, but it just hasn't happened for him. It's only a matter of time, guys. He's got to get that title. He's got to get some kind of title. You can't. LA Knight deserves something. It's got to be. I don't care if it's US. I don't care if it's whatever it is. It's got to be something. LA Knight needs a title. We all know that. And beating AJ Styles, put him back up the ladder. So I love AJ. Believe me, I love AJ, but I got to go with LA Knight.
AJ's kind of fallen off a cliff, and in LA Knight, he went from a white hot to a kind of a.
That's what I'm saying. I think winning this match will get him back to where a little higher on the totem pole.
He needs to make some noise, and so I think he needs to have a really dominant win over AJ, or interject himself into something else. So maybe to another feud, kind of interject himself, and either helping somebody or hurting somebody. So
it's gonna be a good match. It'll be fun. It'll be fun to watch.
What I see in what happens in the Owens, Logan Paul, and Randy Orton triple threat match, I say that they're going to turn on each other, and Logan Paul's going to sneak out with the United States belts. I think it's going to be like we're going to be seeing Logan Paul against LA Knight at SummerSlam for the US belt.
Possibly. That'll be good. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that as well. That would be fine. Be fine by me.
Yep.
So finally, for SmackDown, we had Bayley versus Dakota Kai with Damage Control at ringside. We all know what was going to happen there.
Yeah.
Bayley was going to have her butt handed to her, and we all know about Bayley's butt, but we won't talk about that here. And but surprisingly, so in the backstage, before this match went on, you had the EST, Bianca Belair, and her beautiful real hair, talking to Naomi.
You threw that in there.
Talking to Naomi and all of her neon glory, and Naomi feels bad for Bayley, which is understandable. But like Bianca says, she made her bed. Now let her ass lie in it. And she ain't wrong. She is definitely not wrong. Just like the whole Jey Uso thing. Jey Uso, when he came to Raw after Jimmy turned on the Bloodline turned on him, a lot of people were like, well, he made his bed, let his ass lie in it now. He's the one that created all sorts of havoc for so many different people, just like Damage Control did on SmackDown for a lot of the women, and headed off by Bayley. So, but Naomi came down to help Bayley out. And the crowd started chanting, EST, EST. I'm like, are we really going to get Bianca here and set up some sort of, 3-versus-3 type match, or maybe we can get a fourth in there? But surprisingly, Bianca did not come down. Guys, were you surprised that she did not come down?
Nah, I'm not.
I think it's going to be a slow burn, dude.
Bayley's on her own in this one. She really is, if you think about it. I mean, the only person who's going to come out to help her is Naomi. But I can see Naomi doing that. But it's pretty much Damage Control versus Bayley, if you think about it. I mean, that's pretty much where this is going. But it's in definitely Bayley's favor. I think at the end of the day, Bayley will get the last laugh.
I agree. I think Bayley will get the last laugh. I do see Bayley winning this match.
Mhm.
It's going to be extremely difficult, and she's going to need help to win this match.
Yep.
And eventually, it's going to be Bailey and Bianca. I think it's going to have to be.
See, that's what makes me mad because I was kind of hoping. I know Sasha just signed with AEW. Monet, what was it? Mercedes Monet, is that what it is?
Yeah.
The
Okay.
CEO.
Whatever. Yeah. Whatever. Call her what she wants.
She wants to be called the CEO, Dave. I don't know.
But to me, she's still the boss. Whatever. You call her what you want. Boss, CEO, whatever she wants. But my point being, what I'm trying to say is, I was kind of hoping she wasn't going to sign with AEW, come back to WWE, and come and help Bailey out, and that would have been cool because like Bailey and Sasha are very close.
Yeah.
So anybody coming out, can you guys imagine Sasha coming out there helping out Bailey? Bailey wins the title off of EO. It would be great. It would be a great story. But now that Sasha's the whatever you want to call her out there in AEW, the what do you call her again? The CEO, whatever.
She calls herself the CEO. I don't call her it.
Whatever. She was pretty much Bailey's on her own at this point, and the only person I see that could help her out is Naomi.
My CEO's over there sleeping in her bedroom right now, so that's where my CEO is.
So is mine. She's upstairs too.
Go ahead, Ed.
Do you think we could see Becky showing up to help out during WrestleMania?
Nah, Becky's got too much on her plate.
They're probably going to be different nights. You think they won't be the same night? These matches, they'll be different nights.
Yeah, but I can't see. No, maybe.
I don't see it either because being on different shows and stuff like that, I just don't see it.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that either. I don't know where Becky would come from. Why would she even be helping Bailey out in the first place?
Well, they were two of the original horsewomen of NXT.
That's a good point there. But then Charlotte comes out and helps Becky or helps Bailey.
Charlotte says she's 10 weeks away yet.
That's what I'm saying. She's still injured, so I don't know.
That's why I didn't say Charlotte's name. If Charlotte was healthy,
I don't know.
We'll have to wait and see, guys.
But like I said, at the end of the day, I still think Bailey does prevail.
Yeah. Somehow.
Yeah, somehow.
Could Dakota be swerving the rest of Damage Control?
Maybe Damage Control goes on Dakota, possibly.
No. Dakota. This was just a plan. The plan was to have Dakota look like she turned on Bailey, but she's really working from the inside.
I don't think so. That's
a possibility.
That was a hell of a beating that she took. That she gave her and Damage Control handed out to Bailey. So that's kind of hard for me to swallow. Right. That was all part of the plan. And I don't think so. I just don't see that.
No.
I don't know how it's going to happen. But I think Bailey's going to win that match.
I agree.
What possibility is that Damage Control's out there at ringside and the referee throws Damage Control out after they cause a distraction or something like that. The referee says, "You guys are out of here." That's a possibility.
Yeah. Very.
Sean says, I never had back pain like I do now, Kenny. And how do you think wrestlers deal with this? They deal with it with lots of cocaine and painkillers.
Well, painkillers, don't know about the cocaine.
So Sean, go find yourself an 8-ball and some Vicodin and you'll be fine, buddy. Eileen says, was it you guys who told me that Logan Paul is taking time off after WrestleMania? I did not.
I did hear that. I don't know how true it is.
Yeah, he always takes time off. He only shows up once in a while anyway, so.
Yeah, good point.
Eileen says, I wasn't surprised it was Naomi who came out. I wasn't surprised Naomi came out, but I was surprised that EST did not come out. Well, after the crowd was chanting her. After the crowd was chanting EST, I'm like, wow, she's going to come out. And, it's like that, as a little kid growing up, people started chanting like Hogan's name or Warrior's name or somebody's name. They usually came out to help. And, the whole crowd, surprisingly, EST, and nothing. Wow, that was a surprise.
Yeah.
Sean also said he called Big Al and it says number can't receive any more messages. Maybe he has your ass blocked, Sean. I don't know.
Well, why don't you call Mr. Fuji? Maybe he'll help you out.
All right. So let me hit up our sponsors here so we can get the hell out of here.
We did forget one thing though.
We did not. What did we forget?
Well, we said that Jay challenged Jimmy,
Jimmy,
and Jimmy did accept.
By yelling. yelling.
But that too. But remember, Paul Heyman got the girl scared Paul Heyman after that. She's like, Paul's like, don't ever do that again. And then Jimmy came out of nowhere and accepted the challenge for Jay. So
that's why I'm like, where the hell did he even come from? I didn't say I seen Solo and I seen Paul. I'm like, where the hell did Jimmy even come from?
Jimmy come from exactly. He was there somewhere, whatever. But that match to me, only one name comes to mind when I hear that match. There's only one guy in those two between Jimmy and Jay that I can think of that could come out in that match and actually do something about it.
Rikishi.
That's the guy. Yep.
Papa
Exactly.
R, bring that fat old ass out there. Give them both stink faces and say, boys, I said enough.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. That's how I see it.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Wouldn't that make sense though?
It would, yeah.
I want to see The Rock get a stink face.
Ah!
I don't want to see anybody getting a stink face from that fat ass anymore.
Oh man, I miss Rikishi. I love it.
It's bad enough that Naya's doing it now. But
yeah,
seeing Rikishi's 60-year-old ass, dimpled ass out there, rubbing in somebody's face. I don't need that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need that in my life anymore.
No.
But what you do need is Jason Fine, attorney Big Al. You can reach Big Al at 1-800-HURT-123. That's 1-800-HURT-123. Jason Fine specializes in motor vehicle accidents, slip and falls, workman's comp, and personal injury claims. He has 3 office locations conveniently located throughout Pennsylvania and New Jersey. In Cherry Hill, New Jersey, 3 Greensward Lane. The phone number there is 856-209-5258. In Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the offices are located at 500 Grant Street, Suite 2900. The phone number there is 412-365-8151. And in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the offices are located at 1628 JFK Boulevard, Suite 2120. The phone number there is 267-888-2980. Jason Fine, attorney Big Al. Head on over to monkeycoldcoffee.com and get all your gourmet coffee needs. They got bourbon, chocolate chip infused coffee, toasted coconut rum, Sumatran blend, medium roast coffee. They also have an organic blend, Perula, Florida, and their newest flavor, golden honey agave. They're also selling barrel-aged honey at monkeycoldcoffee.com. And be sure to head on to that swag shop. Get yourself a t-shirt, coffee mug, tumbler cup, cold brew pitcher set, K-cup adapters, and don't forget that beautiful, beautiful Paradise Rum Cake at monkeycoldcoffee.com. And be sure to use that promo code at checkout, OOTB Sports, for 10% off your order. That promo code, once again, is OOTB Sports for 10% off your order at monkeycoldcoffee.com. And before we get out of here, guys, I got one more piece of biznatch to do. I'm going to bring somebody on here real quick. Our boy, Paul Spencer, Mr. Fuji 2.0. What's up, brother?
What's going on, gentlemen? How you doing? Sean, give me a call, 267-303-7324. Big Al's at a wedding in North Carolina tonight, so that's the reason why I have the calls. So also, give me a call personally. I'll take care of you, brother. Family discount.
There you go.
Sean, you hit me up. I'll text you that number, so he ain't gonna remember that number.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'll text it to him.
Sounds good.
What's up, Mr. Fuji-san?
What's going on, guys? Just got done eating. Yeah. Real quick, the reason why I wanted to hop on is, guys, 2 years we started this out of the box sports entertainment with, myself and a lot of people. And here we are almost 2 years into it. But I want to give a special shout out tonight, if I can, for about 2 minutes. Can I do that?
You got it, brother.
The floor is yours.
We always talk about, having a tag team partner, but I want to say something really quick. When you have a tag team partner, like the person I want to say, it means a lot to me because this person pushed me to where we are today. It's always good to have a sidekick, but this person is not my sidekick. We always talk about CEOs. Well, my CEO, Katie, it's her 42nd birthday tomorrow. And I want to wish her a happy birthday. She's everything to me. She's pushed me from day one to do this and to give me the platform to watch sports 24/7, 7 days a week, as you guys know. It's something that we all need. And I just want to say happy birthday, Katie. I love you. And I can't wait to spend the rest of our lives and to day in and day out with you. I love you. So happy birthday, Katie.
Happy birthday, Katie.
Happy birthday, Katie. 42. There you go.
And actually, it's 12 o'clock. It's 12 o'clock now. So happy birthday, Katie.
You're right on the money. Absolutely.
And you know what? I'm watching the timer. I forgot we started late. So I'm like, it's like 10 to 2 yet, or 10 to 12. But we did start 10 minutes late because poor David had a phone issue there. I don't know what the hell was going on.
I can't get it. I don't know what's going on with it either. I'll figure it out.
So yeah, happy birthday, Katie. 42. It's never looked
42.
better.
Wow. That's
I
awesome.
know.
42 looks great. That's
Oh, there she is.
The devil.
There she is. See, she's watching the show.
And we
There
also
you
had
go.
Eileen checking in saying happy birthday, Katie. There we go.
There you go.
Yeah. We always talk about that backbone, guys, and she is my backbone. So without her, I wouldn't be able to do this, and it would have never started 2 years ago.
So Miss St. Patrick's Day. I love it. It's awesome.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
get to pinch her ass tomorrow for St. Patty's Day.
There you go. Kiss me,
And
I'm
then-
Irish.
and then you might get punched and right back.
It'd be worth it,
Possibly.
right?
It'd be worth it, though. If you've seen her, it'd be worth it.
All right, guys, that's all we have for today. We appreciate everybody for checking the show out, and thank you for all the comments. And happy birthday, Katie! Once again, 42, fantastic. Happy belated 316 day. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Let's get the hell out of here, guys. See you later.
Let me talk to you. Yeah.
What?